interesting.
I like it. I'm a Mitch guy. I think the guy has what it takes. Obviously, I'm being a little over dramatic here. I think the run of Steelers being that team that's always good is gonna have its downfall this year. They've got Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph. I want to say they have one more. I spoke to a Steelers fan this weekend at TPC, and he was pumped. He was really excited for their future. So for somebody who is a Steelers fan, and those guys are harsh, they're harsher than Florida fans, to him to be excited shows that, look, somebody sees some love into Mitch Trubisky. I don't think he's a slouch. I think in Chicago, I don't think he was ready for what Chicago needed, right? He wasn't. Chicago needed a guy to get the ball rolling. They needed like a Trevor Lawrence, a Sam Darnold, or not a Sam Darnold, like a Joey Burrow, right? An Andrew Luck type of guy, a guy that could come in and be good right away. He wasn't that guy. They went way too early on him. But I'm excited to see how he does in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I'll say this. It wasn't Mitch Trubisky's fault that Mitch Trubisky got drafted as high as he did.
Sure.
He was not that level of draft pick. He was not that high level guy. It was a ugly quarterback class. Chicago was in need, and they made a reach for him. And it put a lot of pressure on Trubisky. Now, do I think that the body of work that I saw when he was at Chicago was all that good? No. But the problem is it didn't back up his draft pick. It still didn't look good, though. And that's the other thing is I don't know if the Steelers have seen enough of Mason Rudolph to where they just don't think he's the right guy. Or they just need to beef up the quarterback room.
I think he's better than Mason Rudolph. I really do. I think he has the potential to be better because I feel like Mason has had the opportunity. He's been in that system, and he really didn't. I don't feel like he flourished like he could have with a well-oiled machine. To me, right now, Steelers are a somewhat old machine with Tomlin there. He's been doing it for a very long time. Najee Harris is going to be coming in on his second year, who had a great first year. They've got a great young wide receiver core around them, so they have the pieces. Chicago was in a weird place when Mitch went there. All they had was Allen Robinson. I can't think of the running back right now. I feel like I do this every single time we do this cast. I could draw complete blanks. But to me, I feel like he's moving into a good place. The Steelers are actually in a really good spot. I'm surprised they didn't go after somebody a little bit bigger, like a Russell we talked about, or Deshaun Watson. It's honestly surprising to me that they didn't do that. Because to me, this feels like it's a little bit of a rebuild energy. Not a lot, but like they're accepting the mid performance with this, to me.
Right. You're going after a mid-level quarterback who didn't give you the best body of work to say that this guy may be what we need to transition from Big Ben to the next quarterback that's going to keep the franchise at a high level. I don't know. It doesn't excite me. Nothing I saw about Trubisky in Chicago really excited me. So I don't know. Look, they have I think better talent at the offensive side of things.
What do you give or the sign? Sorry, what do you give?
B minus.
B minus. Oh, that's I was thinking like a C you were gonna give it. So Money made a good point too. They could have gone through like a Matt Ryan or a Jimmy G, and I think that would have been solid. Right?
That'd have been great.
That would have been huge for those guys. I think Matt Ryan would have done really well. Najee Harris will carry the Steelers literally. But yeah, I think that's a quarterback like that was honestly what we even talked about. That was our thought, but I don't hate this either. So that's
Jimmy G in Pittsburgh, considering what his experience in San
would be
Francisco
incredible.
It just seems like he's built for that. I'm surprised that wasn't a bigger push.
That is surprising to me.